Have you ever wondered how people from the generations before us, our parents, our grandparents, lived so long? How they reached 85, 90, sometimes even 100, and still seemed strong, alert, even joyful? I used to wonder that too. Because when I look around today, many folks start slowing down at 60. Some depend on pills just to make it through the day. Others, friends I thought I'd share my golden years with, have already passed quietly in their 70s, long before I thought they would. And I asked myself, what did the older generation do differently? Was it just luck? Or were they doing something right? I got my answer years ago during a quiet afternoon talk over tea with an old friend of mine, a retired Army medic who had served in World War II. He was sharp as a tack at 98, didn't wear glasses, still walked around his garden every morning, and never once complained about needing help. So I asked him, "What's your secret?" He smiled, rested his hands on the table, and said, "It's just 8 things. You stick to these 8, day in and day out, and you'll add at least 20 good years to your life. Not just more years, better years." That moment stuck with me. And today I'm going to share those 8 things with you, simple habits that anyone can start no matter their age or health. But first, I want to hear from you. How's your health these days? Are you struggling with something? Maybe low energy, joint pain, trouble sleeping? Tell me in the comments below. I read every one of them. And I promise I'll answer your questions in future videos if I can. One story, one concern at a time. Now let's begin. Let's talk about the first thing that truly makes the difference. 1. Eating right, nourishing life from within. Of all the things my old friend, the former military doctor, shared with me, the first and most emphasized was this: how we eat. He once told me, a person is like a tree. If you want to live long, you must take care of your roots. But our roots aren't underground, they're in our gut, in our blood, in every cell. And what nourishes those roots is the food we eat every single day. At first it sounded simple, but the older I got, the more I realized how true his words were. Because what we eat today becomes our energy, our cells, and in some cases, our future illness. Every meal is a choice, to be healthier or just a little weaker. Modern science has shown time and time again that our diet directly affects both how long we live and the quality of our life. It's no coincidence that people who live long, active lives tend to eat simply, naturally, and with discipline. They don't follow strict or expensive meal plans. In fact, many of them eat like our grandparents once did. Lots of vegetables, small portions of fish, a bit of fresh fruit, and very little processed food. I once asked that doctor what long-lived people tend to eat. He smiled and said, "Eat like the poor did back in the day. Plenty of greens, a bit of fish, a slice of fruit. No canned stuff. Not full, just enough." And he was right. In Japan, elders in Okinawa who live past 100 often eat boiled greens with miso, seaweed, purple sweet potatoes, and grilled fish. In Sardinia, Italy, home to many men living well into their 90s, they eat vegetable soups, beans, whole grain bread, drink red wine, and walk every day. In Costa Rica, older adults enjoy simple meals of rice, black beans, boiled plantains, and fish. Different styles, same principles. Natural foods, balanced meals, little red meat, and minimal sugar or processed products. I tried adjusting my own meals in the same way, and I felt the difference. No more heavy feeling after eating. No more sleepless nights. I felt lighter, more awake, and got sick far less often than I used to. If you're thinking of making changes, here are 3 small habits I started with. Anyone can do them, no matter your age or background. First, start your day with a glass of warm water and a few slices of fresh ginger. Ginger helps improve blood circulation, warms the body from the inside, and supports digestion. It also wakes you up without needing coffee. Just 1 or 2 thin slices in a cup of hot water. Let it steep for a few minutes and drink it warm. Simple and effective. Second, try eating a light dinner, and eat early, ideally before 7 p.m. People who live long often follow this rule. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a common man, and dinner like a pauper. A light evening meal, maybe vegetable soup, a little oatmeal, or a salad with steamed fish, helps you sleep better and eases the strain on your liver and heart at night. I used to eat heavy, late dinners, but once I switched to lighter meals earlier in the evening, my sleep improved, and I woke up feeling more rested. Third, get used to eating slowly and chewing well. In every culture where people live long lives, elders eat slowly and with focus. Chewing properly helps you enjoy the taste of food, makes you feel full sooner, and reduces stress on your digestive system. I once heard someone say, "Chewing well is how the poor heal without medicine." And I believe it's true. Of course, while it's important to know what to do, it's just as vital to know what to avoid, especially if you want to stay healthy into your 80s or 90s. Top of the list is refined sugar, found in most snacks, sodas, even packaged fruit juices. Sugar causes inflammation, raises the risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, and even memory problems like Alzheimer's. Next is reused frying oil, common in fast food and takeout. These oils are full of harmful compounds that damage the liver and heart. Finally, salt, especially if you have high blood pressure. The average American consumes twice as much salt as needed. Read food labels carefully and season with natural herbs like pepper, lemon, ginger, and onions whenever you can. Healthy eating isn't something we change overnight. But if you begin today, little by little, in a year you'll feel a real difference. That's how people in the past lived long lives. And we, even at 60, 70, or beyond, can still start again one meal at a time. 2. Daily gentle movement. To move is to live. For many years, I used to think that after turning 60, exercise was something best left to the younger generation. But I couldn't have been more wrong. In truth, it's exactly after 60 that our bodies need regular movement, more than ever. That same friend of mine, the former army doctor, once told me, the human body is like a river. If it doesn't flow, the water turns cloudy. If we stop moving, blood circulation slows down, the heart weakens, and the bones begin to waste away. I've never forgotten his words. Gentle movement, just a little bit every day, may be the simplest thing we can do to live longer. It costs no money, needs no fancy equipment, and doesn't require a gym. And the benefits? They're countless. Movement helps improve circulation, strengthens the heart, keeps our muscles from wasting away with age. It also helps with sleep, something many older adults struggle with. Plus, staying active helps prevent osteoporosis, keeps the joints flexible, and lifts the spirit, keeping the mind clear and mood more positive. The best part is, you don't need to work out hard. You don't need to run or lift weights or join any exhausting fitness program. A walk around your yard, gardening, or some light stretching can already work wonders. I remember a woman named Ethel, 87 years old and living alone in Georgia. Every single day, rain or shine, she would spend 20 minutes walking through her garden, pulling weeds, watering plants, pruning flowers. When I asked where she got the energy, she smiled and said, "If I sit too much, I'll never stand back up." And she was right. That daily movement is what kept her legs strong, her back upright, and her mind alert. She didn't do yoga or follow any strict program. She simply kept her body moving, and it paid off. I learned something from her. Make gentle movement a daily habit, like brushing your teeth or having breakfast. It doesn't have to be long, it just has to be consistent. Each morning, I take a 15 to 30-minute walk outside. No phone, no music, just the fresh air and the sound of birds. That time of quiet movement makes me feel alive again. Before going to bed, I spend 5 minutes stretching. Nothing fancy, a few slow arm swings, gentle bends, turning my wrists and ankles. These small moves help me sleep better and wake up with less pain in my joints. If you've never had a habit of daily movement, don't worry. No one starts with walking 3 miles. Start with 5 minutes a day, then slowly build from there. The most important part is, don't stop. Because as long as we're moving, we're alive. And if we move the right way, our bodies won't betray us. Not at 70, not at 80, and maybe not even at 100. 3. Good sleep, silent restoration. After my peaceful morning walks, I often feel my body lighter and my mind clearer. But there's something equally important I've learned to appreciate: sleep. When I was younger, I used to think sleep was something optional. Working all day, a few hours of sleep would do. But as I got older, I realized, sleep isn't just rest, it's a silent recovery for both body and soul. A longtime nurse friend once told me that getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night is the simplest, most natural way to boost our immune system, heal the heart, regulate blood sugar, and slow down aging. Most importantly, good sleep helps keep our memory sharp as we grow older. I went through a period where I couldn't sleep deeply, woke up multiple times at night, and struggled to fall back asleep. The next day I felt tired and foggy all day. Later, I learned that sleep disturbances are very common among older adults. Causes vary: hormonal changes, low-grade stress, or simply unhealthy habits. I tried many methods and slowly realized it's the small changes that make the biggest difference. For example, avoid coffee or tea after 3 p.m. since caffeine can stay in your body for up to 8 hours. Or turn off the lights early so your body knows it's time to rest. I prefer soft yellow lights in the evening instead of harsh white ones. Also, I play gentle instrumental music before bed, sounds of waves or a flowing stream, to help lull myself into sleep naturally. Besides, I pay more attention to my sleeping environment. A comfortable bed, the right pillow, light blankets, a quiet and cool room. These little details help me sleep more deeply. Just as important is keeping a regular sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Our bodies thrive on consistency. When we care for our circadian rhythm, sleep adjusts itself. Beyond nighttime sleep, I've also discovered the great benefits of a short 15 to 20-minute nap during the day. You don't have to lie down, just sit back, close your eyes, and rest. This reset helps the brain stay alert and sharp in the afternoon. The key is to keep naps short. Long naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night. I remember once during a routine checkup, my doctor told me, "You don't need any extra supplements. Just sleep well and your body will naturally heal every night." I laughed because it was so true. Sleep isn't laziness, it's a gift our body gives us, if only we appreciate and protect it. The truth is, to live long and stay healthy, we don't need complicated secrets. A good night's sleep, a healthy meal, and a gentle walk. These simple things alone can help us add many more years to our lives without waiting until illness forces us to act. So if you had a restless night, try adjusting a few small habits tonight. Who knows? After just a week, you might feel your body renewed, in the quiet comfort of a deep, restful sleep. 4. Positive mindset, a priceless free medicine. After a good night's sleep that helps our body recover, the next important thing is our mindset. You might not know, but people with a cheerful, optimistic spirit tend to live longer. This is not only proven by science but also a precious lesson from real life. Many studies show that when we feel happy, our body produces hormones like endorphins and serotonin, chemicals that reduce stress, boost the immune system, and slow down aging. On the other hand, prolonged stress, sadness, or negative thinking are silent enemies that damage our health, causing heart disease, diabetes, and even memory loss. But how can we maintain a positive mindset as we age? There are many simple yet effective ways you can try starting today. First, begin by keeping a gratitude journal. Every night before going to bed, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for that day. Even the smallest things like a warm cup of tea, birds singing outside the window, or a funny story. This helps the mind focus on positive things instead of worries or sadness. Next, spend some time watching lighthearted comedies or listening to funny stories. Laughter not only lifts the spirit but also helps lower blood pressure and strengthen heart health. If possible, keeping a pet is a wonderful medicine for the mind. Taking care of and loving a small creature not only reduces loneliness but also encourages gentle movement and social interaction when you take your pet for a walk. Also, don't forget to talk to neighbors, friends, or people around you. Social connection is one of the key factors for seniors to maintain mental health and increase lifespan. Don't let yourself be trapped in loneliness, because prolonged loneliness is a type of illness that negatively impacts both physical and mental health. Another important point is to limit your exposure to too much negative news from newspapers, TV, or social media. Dark, distressing information can create mental pressure and increase stress, which affects both physical and mental health. Choose positive news sources or spend time on relaxing activities instead of staring at screens all day. The story of Okinawa's elderly in Japan is a vivid example of the power of a positive spirit and harmonious living. Okinawa is famous as the land of longevity, with one of the highest ratios of people living past 100 years. They not only eat healthily and exercise regularly but also keep their minds calm, avoid competition, and live in harmony, love, and respect for each other. A 102-year-old lady in Okinawa once shared, "We don't worry much, live happily, don't care about small matters, and always help each other. That's our secret to living long." As you can see, keeping a positive mindset doesn't require expensive medicine or complicated methods. It lies right in our daily habits. From writing down what we are grateful for, spending time laughing, to maintaining close relationships with people around us. Start today by trying each step and feel the change from within. When your mind is joyful, your body will be healthier and your lifespan will be extended, maybe not just by a few years but by a whole decade or more. 5. Social connections, living with someone by your side. After keeping a positive mindset, the next important thing to focus on is social connections. Having someone by your side to share and bond with. Dear friends, you might not know, but loneliness is a silent killer for older adults. Medical studies show that elderly people living with prolonged loneliness have a higher risk of heart disease, depression, memory decline, and even earlier death compared to those with rich social lives. Loneliness is not just the feeling of being physically alone, but also the feeling of being misunderstood, losing a sense of worth, and being isolated from the community. Social interaction is one of the most precious medicines that helps us fight loneliness, while also improving life quality. When we talk, share, and participate in activities together, our brain gets stimulated, improving memory, enhancing mental health, and reducing the risk of depression. So how can we maintain social connections as we age and our health may limit us? It's very simple. You can start with small but effective steps. One of the easiest ways is calling your children, grandchildren, or loved ones. Just a short call each day can warm your heart and let you feel love and care. Don't hesitate to express your feelings, ask about their health, and share stories from your day. This not only makes you happier but also helps the younger generation understand your life and thoughts better. Besides that, you can join senior clubs or community groups like book clubs, cooking groups, or gentle yoga classes. These places offer chances to meet new friends and keep your spirit fresh and joyful. A touching story is about Mr. John, who lived to 99 years old in a small town in the US. His secret to longevity was simple. Every day he had a friend to play chess or checkers with. These mental challenges not only exercised his brain but were also opportunities for socializing and sharing. He said, "Just having a companion makes life meaningful, no matter how hard things get." When you participate more in social activities, remember that close relationships give us a sense of value. Everyone wants to be heard, to share, and to feel important to others. And when we give love, that's when we receive real joy and happiness. If you feel shy or have difficulty going out, try connecting through simple technology like video calls. Even if distances are far, love remains close. Every call and conversation enriches your life. Some may think that at an older age it's better to be quiet and less social to avoid trouble. But that's not true. Staying socially connected is essential to maintaining physical and mental health. The more you engage, the younger and more energetic you feel. Finally, I want to encourage you. Spend time each day talking and laughing with your family, friends, or neighbors. That is the precious medicine that helps us live happily, healthily, and perhaps even extend our lifespan. 6. Regular health checkups. Don't wait until you're sick to see a doctor. After maintaining social connections to avoid loneliness and bring more joy into life, another important factor to help us live longer and healthier is regular health checkups. Don't wait until you're sick to see a doctor. Dear friends, many serious illnesses show no clear symptoms at the beginning. For example, high blood pressure, diabetes, or even cancer. If detected too late, treatment becomes much more difficult and seriously affects our health and lifespan. That's why regular health checkups not only help detect hidden illnesses early but also provide an opportunity for doctors to advise on prevention and daily health improvement. A regular checkup schedule should include at least the following. Cardiovascular, measuring blood pressure and listening to the heart to detect abnormalities such as hypertension or heart failure. Bones and joints, checking bone density to detect the risk of osteoporosis, a common disease among seniors. Vision, eye exams to promptly detect diseases like cataracts or macular degeneration. Blood sugar, blood tests to detect diabetes early. PSA, prostate-specific antigen for men to check the prostate and detect prostate cancer early. In addition, keep a personal health record book. Note down all test results, medications you are taking, and your doctor's advice. Whenever you notice any unusual symptoms, even minor ones, don't hesitate to consult your doctor promptly. Here's a small but very helpful tip. Actively ask your doctor for advice on how to prevent diseases, not just treat them after they appear. For example, how to eat well for your heart, suitable exercises to keep your bones strong, lifestyle adjustments to control blood sugar. Being proactive will help you avoid many risks and live a happy, healthy, long life. Regular health checkups don't have to be time-consuming or complicated. They are an important part of self-care, giving you peace of mind and allowing you to enjoy life more fully. Remember, prevention is better than cure is the truest saying in life, especially for seniors like us. Don't wait until you're sick to get checked. Take charge of your health starting today. 7. Maintain good habits. Gradually let go of bad ones. After taking charge of your health with regular checkups, building and maintaining healthy habits is equally important to help you live longer and stronger. We all know that some bad habits can seriously harm our lifespan and health. The most obvious is smoking, which is a leading cause of heart disease, lung cancer, and many other serious illnesses. Along with that, excessive alcohol consumption puts heavy strain on your liver and heart and disrupts your sleep patterns. Moreover, many people have the habit of staying up late, which makes it harder for the body to recover and weakens the immune system. A sedentary lifestyle or sitting for long periods also leads to heart problems, joint issues, and muscle weakness. But don't be discouraged if you still have these habits. The key is to start making small changes every day. For example, if you drink a lot of alcohol, try cutting down by 1 glass a day and gradually reduce further. If you still smoke, try quitting 1 cigarette at a time and replace that habit with other activities, like walking or drinking water. Another small change that helps a lot is to go to bed just 15 minutes earlier each night. You'll be surprised at how much more energetic and refreshed you feel after a few weeks. Also, try drinking herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or turmeric tea to help relax and support digestion. It's a good idea to reduce your daily coffee intake and add spices like ginger and turmeric to your meals, as they have anti-inflammatory properties and boost health. I want to share an inspiring story about Mr. Robert, an elderly man in the U.S. He started smoking when he was young and continued for decades. At age 70, he made the decision to quit smoking completely. It was tough at first, but with strong willpower and family support, he succeeded. Now at 88, he remains very healthy, walks daily, and participates in community activities. He says quitting smoking was the most important decision that gave him a joyful and healthy life today. Dear friends, good habits not only prevent illnesses but also make life more enjoyable and meaningful. Small changes every day can create a big difference over time. Start today. Don't wait until your health deteriorates to regret it. Maintaining good habits and gradually letting go of bad ones is the key that will open the door to lasting health for you. 8. Live meaningfully. Find your reason to wake up each morning. After you have gradually built good habits and let go of the bad ones, the next important step to living a long and healthy life is living meaningfully, finding your reason to wake up each morning. Life is not just about existing. It's about feeling your value and purpose every day. Scientific studies have shown that people with a clear sense of purpose tend to have better health and a greater ability to overcome illnesses. They are motivated to maintain healthy habits and keep a positive and optimistic spirit. You don't have to do anything grand or extraordinary. What matters most is finding small activities that bring you joy and a sense of usefulness to your family and community. For example, caring for a plant, helping a neighbor with a small task, babysitting your grandchildren when you have free time, or spending time reading prayers or meditating. These simple acts nurture your spirit, create social connections, and bring peace to your heart. When you wake up each morning with a reason and a purpose, that becomes the most precious medicine helping you live happily and healthily every day. Let me share with you a story about Mrs. Maria, who is now 90 years old, living in a small rural town in the U.S. Despite her age, she still spends a few days each week at the local church teaching children how to read for free. She says this work brings her joy and a sense of contribution to society, helping the kids have a brighter future. Thanks to her clear purpose in life, Mrs. Maria maintains good health and a joyful spirit. Dear friends, find your own purpose, no matter how small but meaningful. It could be helping your grandchildren, gardening, joining a club, or simply taking care of yourself every day. A sense of purpose will be the motivation that helps you overcome difficulties and live fully and longer. Let each day you wake up be a meaningful day, making your life more complete and happy. First of all, thank you for taking the time to watch this entire video. Together, we have explored 8 important habits that can help you live longer and healthier, which I truly believe will be very helpful in your daily life. Let's quickly recap once again. Eat properly. Nourish your body from within with healthy foods while limiting sugar and repeatedly fried oils. Light daily exercise. Movement improves blood circulation, maintains muscles, and boosts your mood. Good quality sleep. Enough restful sleep helps your body recover and strengthens immunity. Positive mindset, joy, and optimism are priceless free medicines. Social connections. Having people around reduces loneliness, improves memory, and uplifts your spirit. Regular health checkups. Don't wait until you're sick to see a doctor. Prevention is better than cure. Keep good habits, drop bad ones. Small, steady changes make a big difference. Live with meaning. Find a reason to wake up happy and feel useful every day. I encourage you to save this video or share it with your loved ones and family so you can all take better care of your health together. If you like, you can also write these points down and stick them on your fridge or another visible place as a gentle daily reminder. Remember, it's never too late to start living healthier and longer. Every new day is an opportunity to do something good for yourself. Finally, I wish all of you a peaceful life filled with laughter and good health. I hope today's sharing helps you feel more confident on your journey to self-care and joyful, healthy living every day. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.